Hi, welcome to Module 2. This section, the folktale, transmission, and the problems of scholarship, will begin to give you another perspective from which to study the folktale. The learning objectives in this unit are to understand the difficulty of studying tales from the oral tradition, to become acquainted with scholarly essays on the topic, which you have already started in Module 1, and to think critically about the transmission of folk tales and their cultural importance. And that's key, because in this course we'll be looking at the cultural function of the folk tale and the fairy tale, where it applies. Sometimes you'll find that there seems to be no function that we can understand, but we'll also look at that. So in this unit, you'll begin to look beyond the definition of what it is to be a folktale or a fairy tale, and begin instead to focus on the function of the folktale in culture. And you begin asking yourself such questions as how a tale transmitted orally from one situation to another maintains stability, and how it is changeable. And what do I mean by that? Well, we know tales are oral, we know in their inception, we know that they existed before they were written down, and we also know that they were told in one village by one storyteller or one group of storytellers, and then that same tale would be told in yet another village. And with each retelling, each person telling the tale would add embellishments and embed information in that tale that would make the tale relevant to that particular community. And so it's not a static form. It is a form that is always changing, that is dynamic. Now, that poses problems for scholars today, because in order to study what they think is an original folk tale, a scholar has to pin down its origins. And of course, its origins are quite murky and shaky and changeable. And as we know from culture to culture, these tales vary as well. So we'll be looking at that, right? And we'll look as I said, look at the instability of the tale and how this affects the study of the tale. You will also begin to look at the African folk tale and look at the particularities of that folk tale that may not have analogues to European tales, but it will give you a broader insight into the complexities of the genre. You will have some difficult reading this section, but I think that you will enjoy the reading because it will give you a bird's eye view of what academics struggle with in their attempts to study the folk tale. So that's it really for Module 2. Good luck.